All right, so finding a nice comfortable seat. Let's scoot forward in the chair a little bit today, so sitting nice and tall. If you do have blocks available and you'd like to start with maybe a block between your feet and perhaps even a block between your thighs, and you can kind of just play with what, usually the narrow works the best for this. And you can try that out. If it feels like it requires more effort than you're wanting to expend this early on in the practice, just go ahead and lose the blocks. But sometimes it can be nice. It gives us a little feedback, and it gives us some structure for our legs. We are making sure that our knees are over our ankles. And then as you squeeze your feet, squeeze your thighs into the block, root down into your sit bones. Feel this openness to stretch across your heart and chest. And let's not worry about doing anything with the shoulders just yet. Go ahead and place your hands down on your thighs. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. So open your mouth, sigh the breath out, ha, let it go. Again, smooth, deep, full inhale. And sigh the breath out, let it go, ha. One more time like that, smooth, deep, full inhale. Ah, sigh it out. And then allow your eyelids to close if they haven't already. We're going to inhale through our nose. And then we're also going to exhale through our nose. And you continue like that. So maybe you're constricting the sides of your throat. So you're creating that soft rush of air in the back of your throat. It's a sound you get when you're fogging a mirror with your breath. Maybe that feels like too much starting out. So you're just inhaling and exhaling through your nose, keeping it nice and simple. Both are good. We're always making little adjustments every time we come to our yoga practice, so it doesn't look the same. There's always these subtle differences. We make space for that. We allow for that. And just notice how you're feeling today. So a lot of times, we've practiced this arriving on our mats, tuning into our breath and our body. So, just the act of showing up here for a lot of us, it just sets this feeling tone. We can drop into this quiet space pretty quickly. And some days that's not true. Some days there's other things kind of kicking around in the brain, stuff that's troubling us, things that we need to get done. We can feel anxious, we can feel tired. Where are you at today, and how is that affecting your ability to tune in, to get still? And wherever you're at, if it looks good, if it looks bad, just let all of that go and be okay with where you're at. Making the commitment to yourself that you're going to try to string together these moments of stillness, even if it's just one or two. I'm getting distracted by the sound of the ice cream truck outside that happens every year about this time. And it's a really creepy looking ice cream truck. I'm just going to say that. I would never get ice cream from this truck. Somebody must get ice cream from this truck because it keeps coming back. All right, so. Another moment or two here. And soaking up this stillness. Good, smooth, deep, full inhale. Open your mouth, sigh the breath out, let it go. Ha. And we're going to move into cat-cow. So you're welcome to keep your eyes closed if you'd like. You're also welcome to keep your blocks where they're at if you're using them. As you inhale, you're going to rock forward on your sit bones, shoulder blades press back. It's this cobra pose feeling. As you exhale, you rock to the backs of your sit bones, round in, chin towards chest. And then just continuing here. And you're finding a pace that feels really good in your body. You're not too fast. You're not too slow. You're paying attention to the sensations happening in your spine. Where is the movement a little easier? Are there places where things are feeling a little restricted, congested? Just noticing. Maybe sending a little extra breath to the spots that are tighter. And then also just really enjoying how it feels to coordinate movement with breath. So we start to find this idea of vinyasa. Feels like a little mini meditation, moving meditation. A few more rounds. Good. Let's inhale, come back to a neutral spine. And again, you're welcome to keep the blocks if you'd like to. If you need to make any little adjustments, I'm going to scoot forward a little more. You're welcome to do that. So let's take the arms out wide. Bring the palms to face up. And then you're just going to bend the elbows and bring the fingertips to touch the shoulder heads. So you're lifting the elbows a little bit. You're maybe pressing them back a little bit. Deep inhale. And then exhale. Let's just move side to side. And you can coordinate that with the breath, however feels good. It doesn't have to be slow. It doesn't have to be fast. So it's kind of like your little agitator, a washing machine. Little twisting action. And this can actually be pretty intense for some of us. So notice if that's the case for you, maybe do a little less. And then let's start to slow this movement down. Maybe coordinating it with the breath a little bit. And then the next time you're twisted to the right, hold there. Again, lift the elbows. Ooh, feel that burn in the shoulders. Extend your arms out straight. And then let's find a little twist here. So a couple of options. Left hand can come to the inside of the left thigh, especially starting out. That might feel a little nicer. You're also welcome to bring your left hand to the outside of your right thigh. That might get into the twist a little deeper. You can try both, see which one feels better. And then feel those shoulder heads press back. Feel those left ribs wrap to the right. Really see what's in front of you. Maybe you're moving towards bringing your gaze out over your right shoulder. Try to find length in your spine on the inhale. As you exhale, as you empty out, maybe you twist in a little bit deeper. Good. So let's stay in the twist, but as you exhale, move towards bringing your gaze out over that left shoulder. It might not get all the way there. You might even just look forward. I'm going to tuck your chin a little bit. As you do that, did the right shoulder head lift? If it did, feel it release down. Good, deep inhale. Exhale, unwind, come back to center. Go ahead and roll the shoulders out. Ooh, that feels nice. And then you can roll them forward. And let's roll back again. And then arms by your sides. Inhale, take the arms out wide. Spin the palms to face up. Fingers to shoulders. And again, just a little movement here. Maybe it's feeling a little different. Still trying to press really evenly into your sit bones. So this is just mostly happening in the upper body, above the waist. Start to slow the movement down. So moving a little more with your breath, and then the next time you're twisting to the left, stay there. Shoulder heads back, elbows press back, extend your arms out. Deep inhale. And then exhale, again, just release hands down. So right hand to the inside of the right thigh, maybe to the outside. Feel those shoulder blades release down your back. Feel this openness across your heart and chest. So there's a twist happening, but there's also a little back bend happening in that thoracic. It's that feeling of cobra pose in our upper body. Breath smooth and steady. That inhale through your nose. That exhale through your nose. You might move towards looking out over that left shoulder. And you're just paying attention to your neck. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. We sleep funny, something's going on. Always modifying. Never forcing things. I'm a big fan of less is more. So keep wrapping your right ribs to the left, but as you inhale, just bring your gaze either forward or maybe you start to look out over that right shoulder. Perhaps you tuck your chin a little bit. So you're going to get into the left side of the neck, back of the neck a little bit. You might even feel this in the back of your shoulder. Breath smooth and steady. Good, deep inhale. As you exhale, just unwind, come back to center. One more time, wiggle those shoulders out. And then you can go forward. And roll back again. Nice work. So let's move into some half sun salutes, and then we're going to get into the neck a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and lose my blocks. You could certainly do your half sun salutes with the blocks if you're liking that feedback. Blocks can also be really nice here, as you know, beside the feet for our Ardha Uttanasana. So kind of just brings the floor a little closer, gives us something to push away from. So if you like that, you're welcome to go there. And of course, if you don't have props, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't worry, we can always modify. So refresh your posture, scoot forward, adjust if you need to. So we're pressing into our sit bones, our knees are landing over our ankles, shoulders landing over hips. So nice, beautiful, tall seat. You can just release your arms down by your side. And just take a couple of breaths here and enjoy just like the majesty of this mountain pose. It's still, it's solid. And you hold on to that feeling of being really anchored and grounded and rooted as we start to move here. So as you inhale, a couple options. You can take your arms out wide and up. Sometimes it feels better to take them forward and up. So our extended mountain pose. As you exhale, you can reverse swan dive in rather, not reverse, or maybe you use your hands to help you roll down. Gonna fold all the way in, so fingertips might come to those blocks or to the floor for some of us, chin towards chest. As you inhale, this is where blocks can be really nice, and you have different heights you can use. You can press your palms down into the blocks. If you don't have those available, hands on shins or thighs. So you're lengthening through the sides of your waist in this Ardha Uttanasana. As we exhale, we fold back in, Uttanasana. And then find that sense of rooting. So this is where you might reverse swan dive out if you're feeling really stable, want to get into the core. Otherwise, you just roll on up using your hands to help you get there. Beautiful work. As you exhale, hands might come down towards heart center. You could also take them out wide and then together. So lots of little ways we can vary these. They don't have to look the same, and mix and match. So let's just continue. Let's do a few more of these together. Inhaling, reaching up. Maybe gaze up, press palms. As you exhale, you fold in. Nice and graceful, just flowing with the breath here. Inhale, lengthen forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold back in. And then pressing down to rise up. As we exhale, hands come together at your heart. Let's do 3 more rounds. I won't cue you. You can follow along with me. If you're not feeling these today, if it just feels better to sit quietly, you're welcome to do that. You could also move back into some of that cat-cow. There's no rush. Again, you're moving with your pace. We're all going to be moving a little different. And you're letting these feel really good, really fluid. I may have lost count here. That's sometimes what happens. So I'm either doing a third or maybe a fourth. I'm not sure. If you want to do another one, you're welcome to. If you've completed your rounds, you can just wait for us as we catch up. You can sit in your mountain pose. When you get to that mountain pose, just pause with your palms together at your heart, your eyes closed. Take stock of how you're feeling. Perhaps the heart's beating a little faster. You might be feeling some heat radiating from your body. You might feel like you're just sitting with a little more ease. Let's blink our eyes open, place our hands down on our thighs, and as you exhale, imagine that somebody's pressing down on your shoulders, so applying a little weight as you release your chin towards your chest. And so getting into the neck, the shoulders a little bit here. Always intense, this first one. You might not be able to go very far, that's fine. Keep that breath moving. Use the breath to help you find space. Maybe release hands off thighs. See how that feels. And as always, if it's too much right now in your body, just take your hands back on your thighs. So we can always try different variations out, kind of see how they fit. And if they don't, we skip it. All right, go ahead and take your hands back to your thighs if you took that variation. As you inhale, chin comes parallel to the floor. And then as we exhale, right ear towards right shoulder. So you're going to start to feel some sensation in this left side of the neck, the shoulder. The shoulders do like to help out here. Notice if that's happening for you. And just imagine that somebody's pressing down on your shoulders, giving you a little weight. Exhale goes to the places where you're getting a lot of sensation. Let's keep that right ear towards the right shoulder, but maybe tuck your chin a little bit. And it's just gonna, subtly change, shift where you're feeling the stretch. These little movements, they can pack quite the punch. So it doesn't seem like we're doing a lot, but it can be quite intense. So do make sure that you're still breathing. Notice if tension has crept into other places in your body as a result of the intensity of this neck work that we're doing. Finally, for a few breaths, if you wanted to release hands down, you're welcome to do so. You can always try it, see what you think, stick with it, or skip it. Finally here, if you'd like to, you can bend that right arm. And think kind of bringing your hand to the back of your head, so applying a little weight, and then just gently pulling forward with that hand, potentially. Again, how has the sensation shifted? What are you feeling on that left side? Where are you feeling it? All right. So wherever you're at, you're going to take your right hand to your right cheek. Use the strength of your arm to help upright your head. Both hands return to your lap. And then again, just chin towards chest here. And so straight down the center. Is it feeling any different yet for you? Maybe you release your hands again. Feel those shoulder blades releasing down your spine towards your sit bones. Good, hands can return to your thighs. As you inhale, chin comes parallel to the floor. And then exhale, Left ear drops towards the left shoulder. The shoulder's trying to help out. Soften them down. How is this right side of your neck feeling? And keeping your breath smooth and steady. That inhale through your nose, that exhale through your nose. So the breath is really kind of the thread that weaves all of the poses together. And then perhaps tuck your chin. And always try it out. Again, stick with it or skip it. Side to side, the poses can look different. We don't have to be doing exactly the same thing. Maybe you release your hands down, so just adding a little more weight, a little more downward pull of gravity. And then finally, you might take your left hand on top of your head, and then again, just kind of pulling forward ever so slightly if that feels okay in your neck and shoulders. Couple more breaths here. We're all going to use our left hand, comes to our cheek. Use the strength in your arm to upright your head. And then both hands come to your thighs. And then again, let's roll those shoulders out. And roll forward. And then back again. Good. So let's go ahead and find our strap here if you have one. If you don't have one, you could use like the arms on a sweatshirt, a long towel, scarf, a belt. If none of that is available to you, just going to pretend you have a strap. That will work too. So let's go ahead and come out pretty wide on the strap. All right, take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, start to pull down with your right arm. That left elbow is going to bend a little bit. Good. Inhale back up to center. And then exhale, pull down with that left arm. Inhale up. It's a little side to side action here. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Good. Let's do 2 more full cycles. And if for whatever reason this isn't working for you, you skip it. Good work. So when you finish up on that left side, come back to center. Here we go. Everybody's favorite, a little shoulder flossing here. So as you exhale, come forward. Inhale, back up. So this next little piece is the hard part. You might have to go a little wider with your hands. Exhale. Ooh, reach back. You try to do that without like super puffing out your ribs. Inhale up to center. Exhale forward. Good. Just flowing with the breath like this. Few more complete cycles. It's sort of a hurts so good, I guess. Ooh. This torture is almost over. So just finish up one more complete round. So you'll finish with just releasing that strap in front of you. And then after holding onto that strap, it'll feel really nice to circle the wrists out. Maybe just do some little popcorns with your hands. Some jazz hand pops. All right, so let's come into warrior two legs, or a variation therein, and we're going to do it with our Gomukhasana, our cow face arms. So now that we've warmed up this shoulder girdle. So as always, you might be working this pose simply from Tadasana mountain pose. So this basic shape that you see. It is available to you to open up that right hip. You're going to do that. So it doesn't matter how far out that leg goes. We are looking to see that right knee lands over right ankle. So this is like option number 2. You might be inclined to extend that left leg to straight. So if you feel safe and stable doing that, you're welcome to go there. Finally, a few of us might be able to open up that left leg. So if you're doing that, you're rolling to the inner edge of your left foot. So whereas this front leg is in external rotation, this back leg is in neutral rotation. So they're both doing different things. To kind of see where you're at. And then you have your strap. We're going to take it over our left shoulder. So before we come into the arm work, let's go ahead and just find our Virabhadrasana 2, so classic shape. You might just pretend that there's a wall back behind you. You're gently pressing that right knee back into it. As you inhale, arms reach up. Torso is squaring forward. Hold on to that action, but just bring your gaze out over your right fingertips. Breath is smooth and steady. You're inhaling through your nose. You're exhaling through your nose. And then just real quick, because we can, flip that right palm up. As you inhale, side bend to the left. So you're hinging at that left hip crease. You're getting all of this lateral stretch to the right side. We haven't done much of this, so it's probably going to feel really good. Even as you're lengthening through the right side, can you wrap your left ribs up towards the ceiling a little bit? Beautiful. All right, let's inhale back up, Virabhadrasana 2. Bring your gaze forward. And then just go ahead and release your right hand down. Spin your left palm to face up. Inhale. Stretch that arm up. And then spin that palm to face behind you. Bend the elbow. You're going to find your strap. Okay, so let's take that right arm out to the side. Palm is facing forward. Give a little thumbs down sign. So we're internally rotating at that shoulder. And then you're going to reach behind, bend the elbow. This is where you're going to grab another piece of strap. So much as the legs are doing different things, so too are the arms. So this Right shoulder head is pressing back as your left elbow stretches up. Your breath is smooth and steady. And chin is parallel to the floor. Maybe you're even pressing your head into that left arm. Couple more breaths here. So we have our Gomukhasana arms and Virabhadrasana 2 legs. Let's find a little of that side bend feeling with the arms in this variation. So you lean off to the left, keep pressing right shoulder head back, keep pressing left elbow back. Nice work. Good, inhale up to center. As you exhale, release the arms, Virabhadrasana 2, another deep inhale. And then as you exhale, go ahead and release your arms down. We make our way out of this, so we come back to our mountain pose. So if you have that left leg extended, find center, right leg comes back in. So just find that nice mountain pose, feel your sit bones rooting down. You can go ahead and switch your strap over to the right shoulder. And as we move into this second side, this Virabhadrasana 2 on the second side, remember that there might be different things going on in your body. So you might do a different variation on this side than you did on the first. That's absolutely fine. So we just kind of play with it. So number one, you could just stay here like this and just do the arm or the upper body stretching. If you want to find that hip opening, so you can start to open up that left leg any amount. It could be the tiniest amount that counts. We are looking to see that knee is landing over ankle. And again, you're kind of tapping into this idea of there's a wall behind this knee and you're pressing that knee back into it. Whether or not you can actually feel that in your body. So you might stay here like this. You might extend that right leg to straight. And again, this leg is neutral, this leg is external. Finally, you might be able to make your way into more of the classic shape, not better. In that variation, you are rolling to the inside of your foot, so there's a little release of this right hip down. And then just notice if you started to hinge at that left hip crease, upright your torso, there's a little twist, you're dragging those left ribs forward. Beautiful work. All right, here we go. Inhale, stretch the arms out. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Such a beautiful, strong pose. Start to bring your gaze out over those left fingers. And again, it's kind of counterintuitive, but the more you confirm muscle to bone in your upper body, so it feels like you're working harder, but it actually makes it a little easier to keep the arms up. Breath is smooth and steady. Gaze is soft and gentle. Let's spin that left palm up towards the ceiling. As you inhale, you find that side stretch through the left side. It's so yummy. So get lots of length as you ground into your left heel and reach through those left fingertips. That grounding and that reaching helps you to spin potentially those right ribs up towards the ceiling a little more. It might just be the tiniest movement. It might be a thought of a movement. Perhaps you bring your gaze up underneath that top arm. Good. As you inhale, you make your way back into your Virabhadrasana 2. And then just give this left arm a little break so you can set it down. Spin your right palm to face up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach that arm up. And then spin that palm to face behind you. It's a little external rotation in this top arm. Bend the elbow. Reach up with that elbow, grab the strap. And then extend the left arm out. So thumb faces up. thumb down. So internally rotating at that left shoulder socket, and then reach back behind you, side to side. It's probably going to feel different in the upper body. Left shoulder head presses back as right elbow reaches, sternum reaches. Gomukhasana arms, cow face arms, in Virabhadrasana, 2 legs. Breath smooth and steady. Take breaks anytime you need to. Skip poses that aren't working. So one final little thing here as you exhale, ooh, a little side bend to the right with the arms in this configuration. That feels a little different. Really beautiful poses. As you inhale, come up to center. Oh, exhale, hallelujah. Take an inhale here, and then exhale. Release your arms down. I'm feeling like the feeling come back to my shoulders. You might be in the same boat. So make your way back to your Tadasana, your mountain pose. You can go ahead and lose your strap if you'd like to. And just one more time for good measure. Let's roll those shoulders out. We've done a lot of shoulder work today. I'm sorry. That's on me. Let's roll them forward. Back again. And then just placing your hands on your thighs. We're going to move into a little of our box breath today. So our 4-part breath, just nice and even. We're going to inhale to the count of 6. We'll hold to the count of 6. Exhale to the count of 6. Hold the breath out to the count of 6. We'll do a few rounds of that together. And then you'll have the opportunity to do several rounds on your own or move towards your Shavasana. So nice tall seat. We've been working towards this, so this is your best mountain pose of the day. Allow your eyelids to close. Let's all take a nice, smooth, deep inhale through the nose. Full, complete exhale through the nose. One more time like that. Smooth, full, deep inhale. Feel the expansion of your ribcage. And full, complete exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So continue on your own if you'd like to. Change the count if that feels better. If you've had enough, you can start to move towards your Shavasana. What do you need? If you're still doing your breath work, that's feeling good, continue with that and do another, round or 2 or 3. But we're all going to move into a final resting pose here. So the important piece is that you find a place where you can just relax. You might stay exactly where you are. You could always come into a forward fold. If there's a table or a chair or a desk in front of you, that can feel really nice and relaxing. It's like a supported child's pose. So you're always welcome to come into classic Shavasana on the floor. Wherever you're at, you're giving yourself permission to surrender, to melt in. You're giving your body and brain an opportunity to assimilate the work that we've been doing this past hour. And you're allowing your breath to find its own natural rhythm, so we're not trying to force anything anymore. We're not trying to control anything. And you're just enjoying how it feels to be in your own skin. You're enjoying how it feels to do nothing. With that being said, there is something happening here. Just know that. Shavasana. Asatoma Satgamaya. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Mrityamamritam Gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Take a deeper inhale. You can open your mouth, sigh the breath out, haw. And then you can just begin to bring gentle movement back to your body. So circle ankles, wrists, wiggle fingers, toes, stretch out any movement here that feels good to you. And you'll eventually just land with your hands in a pile on top of your heart. You're sending yourself, your body, love and gratitude. And just enjoy what it feels like to be in your skin. We're sending each other love and gratitude. We show up for each other, we support each other. It's a real gift. Finally, just promise yourself that you're going to carry this good feeling that you created with you into the rest of the day, the week, the weekend ahead. And finally, just bow your head with a smile. Beautiful work today. Thank you. The creepy ice cream truck is back. It left, but it's back.